practices in 82.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, LAB is like, for me, from when I started breaking, is a huge name because one of the biggest jams I had ever seen at that time, which happened where I'm from in Seattle, Lords of the Floor, you know, Ruin and Caveman came and just swept it. They were amazing, you know. Even for me, one of the first jam I ever went to, I got to see Ruin, Caveman, a bunch of other people from Cali, from all other crews, but Caveman won that jam one-on-one, and he was nuts. Like, nobody had ever done, where I'm from, nobody was doing moves like that. Nobody could do power on that level or those type of blow-ups that he did. So to me, that always, like, left a huge stake in my mind of that generation. Like, you guys were, like, at that moment, like, you guys were crushing it.
Yeah, I appreciate that 100%. It's an honor and a privilege to be at a place like Graff Lab. It allows the LA Breakers to have a way to reach out to kids, which we've been doing, working in the community, really not financed by anyone other than the older people in the group who have jobs, and we kind of shave money off. And we'll rent a van, we'll go to, you know, Vegas, go to jams, you know, local jams. Actually, there was an event where we assisted a guy by the name of Cross One. He wanted to throw an event in Seattle. So we drove to Seattle. We took a whole bunch of B-boys and B-girls to Seattle. I don't know if you remember Freestyle Session in Seattle.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That was like right before I started, maybe. And so that was the one where I had the VHS tape of that, and I was like, what? Like, just bugging. You know what I mean? Seeing all these people, which now it's crazy. I moved here and now I know all of them. It's like, wow, all my like childhood legendary B-boys that I looked up to is like at practice, at Juice, or wherever I go. We're cool now. It's crazy.
Do you have any questions for me at all?
I do. Real quick, we are coming to you live from the Graff Lab at Venice and Union. My name is Mr. Guillotine, but I also go by Hans, and we are here with a legend, an OG from the LA B-boy community. His name is Fresh from LA Breakers, and we're here to talk about LAB, their legacy as a B-boy crew. This is a crew with a huge history that has helped to put LA on the map for a certain generation of breakdancing. So yeah, I do have questions for you. So how long ago did LAB start?
1982.
Okay, so that was the same time when you started.
LA Breakers started in 1982. So I'm an original member. And like I said before, it's an honor and a privilege to still be able to share movements and ideals. And like I tell my crew members, you know, in life, you're going to have struggles. But one of the major mantras or themes of our group is to, if there's something going on, break through it. You know? And if you're breaking through it, break free. So with that type of mindset, we were never hindered or burdened by any one type of style, any, you know, just do footwork, or you have to do power, or no. We're about breaking free and allowing our spirits to guide us where our movements are going to go, and that way we can allow other people to enjoy what we're doing. And they may not like everything, but they might bite something that they thought was fresh.
That's what's up.
So
cool, man. That's really good. The other thing I noticed, one thing I have big respect for you guys about is I'm a graffiti artist myself. So when I find out, like, you know, I go here all the time just to paint. You know what I mean? But then when people start telling me, no, LAB practices there, LA Breakers has a practice there, I'm like, what? Dude, that's what's up. So to me, that's really special because you guys are connected to the graffiti scene too. You know, I went to the UTI crew anniversary, and this is another OG crew in graffiti in LA, and you guys are all there representing. It's like you guys are brothers with them, you know what I mean? And so talk a little bit on that, the connection with LAB to Graff Lab and B-boy to graffiti, and how you guys tie into that.
Well, we tie into the Graff scene in Los Angeles from really early time period. We all picked up cans. We all wrote, the original members. We're writers. So there's various groups crews in the city. You have West Coast artists, you have UTI, you have RTN, which is our brother crew.
Oh, word.
Which they're basically LA Breakers.
Oh, okay.
There was a group called DEF. We have writers. The original LA Breakers, we had writers.
Oh, okay.
So we had graffiti artists, which we still do. We have graffiti artists. We had DJs, which we still do. We have DJs.
Uh-huh.
We had poppers, lockers, of course, breakers, and jazz dancers and actors. So LA Breakers is more of a movement than a crew. It's more of a family than a b-boy group. So we support each other, and then even if you're not in the crew, we still support you because we want everybody to flourish and learn from this. It's an outlet. Everyone cannot be the best football player in the world or the best basketball player in the world. So you need another outlet, and that's why a place like Graff Lab gives this community a location to have aspirations, to learn something new, a place where where you can get some support, from a source that you may not have expected it, from a person you just met.
Yeah, that is excellent, man. Well, that's really cool to hear. I think a lot of people in hip hop are starting to forget the connection between those elements, and to me, I see the connection. I know it's alive, so it's always great to have other people around that are keeping that connection alive, keeping it real. I know too, through the development of your crew, as you guys get older, you pass that knowledge on to younger generations. So what I'm curious about is as you guys put in younger members into LAB who are new, who are getting started in 1982, you know what I mean? What do you guys sort of impress upon them as far as passing down traditions from your crew onto those new members?
One of the traditions that LA Breakers passes down is the freedom of movement. Learning how to dance without having any being set in any boxes. Mm-hmm. Learning how to express yourself, learning how to knock down walls, break through it, becoming confident through the repetition of a positive movement. Like say for instance, I was working with one of the crew members, and I said, you know what do you think a combo is? What is a combination to you? And so he expressed to me that thought. I said, now let's do a different thought of a combination, which might be a swipe to just a spin, or swipe to critical. You don't have to go swipe, critical, air flare, head spin.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just work on just going swipe, windmill, swipe, free, swipe, windmill, swipe, free.
Right.
And through that, you can start building on it. So that could be considered a power move foundation process.
Yeah.
I think that if people just stay set into one type of mindset, then they're hindering their progression.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of how we move, how we operate as LA Breakers. Just doing our best to learn different movements and look for continue to be creative and not just be stuck in the mud.
Right on, man. Well, that's great to hear. We totally agree with that here at Graff Lab. We're all about that. You're always trying to level up and create something more grand and more stylish and intricate than last time, more colorful even. So with that being, what do you guys have going on here at Graff Lab you can tell us about? It's a weekly practice, right?
It is a weekly practice. Around 4 o'clock, 3:30. We'll start around 3:30. We're gonna start the open session. So the classes may run into the open session, but that's a good thing because it allows the people that are in the class to see people that are already at another level.
Gotcha.
So depending on the level, those kids can kind of filter into the rest of the group, the people coming from other locations. You have Juice, you have people that this might be their main location to come.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time period, there's nothing going on. It's a great opportunity for people to take those classes. Offering classes on Thursday nights, and we'll be throwing events here.
Nice.
So those events will be, we'll have events for kids. We'll have locking battles, perhaps DJ showcases. Definitely going to have with those walls out there, because the walls out there is like the life of this location. It's called Graff Lab.
Yep.
Now the acronym for lab is LA Breakers. That's what I see. But but at the same time, it's like I tell everyone, LA Breakers, anybody's an LA Breaker. You don't have to be in my crew to be considered an LA Breaker if you're breaking through life. If you're going through something, you're breaking through it. If you're living that type of lifestyle where nothing can hold you down and you're breaking through it, you're an LA Breaker. You're breaking. You feel me?
Got it.
So, yeah, you're an LA Breaker.
That's dope. So just to clarify, so people know, now this class you're doing every week is all ages?
All ages.
Free?
Free?
No.
What's free in life? Air. Dancing in Graff Lab.
All right, there you go. Perfect, right? Come through, all ages, all skill levels welcome. If you're that person that always wanted to, like, oh man, I wish I could do the caterpillar, you know what I mean? Or the windmill or the helicopter, right? I always hear people saying funny stuff like that. So if you're that person, come learn. Or if you're that person that already knows a bunch of moves, come polish your skills. You know what I mean?